Well, isn't this fun? We've got the gamer admitting that Dragon Age is too woke. Now, everything's getting walked back. IGN actually published a piece saying that Dragon Age really was not all it was cracked up to be. After initially giving it a 9 out of 10, IGN was saying this is the best thing ever. It's clear it's not. As gamers have rejected this, Dragon Age's sales have fallen off. They are not making a profit on this. They're not going to be putting out downloadable content on this. And the player base has also fallen off because, as the gamer says, it's too woke. Now, this is pretty crazy because the Gamer itself is a very woke publication. We're going to get into this article and have a lot of fun with this today. This backing off of Dragon Age by the mainstream media who pushed it so hard is just so comical because it's the same kind of meltdown and the why was Kamala Harris a bad candidate that we're getting on the political end too. We're having way too much fun in November, and we're going to continue to have fun because that's what gaming and entertainment's all about. So hit the like and subscribe. Join us here. We are all about you, my friends, and I appreciate you for being here and making our channel such a success. We hit 45,000 subscribers last week. My name's John Delarose, too, and I am a fantasy author. And if you like the cool setting of Dragon Age, like the original, you will absolutely love my Adventures of Baron von Monocle. I've got a 6-book series here that opens up into an epic war with airships, crazy monsters, and more. You will very much enjoy this. It is definitely something geared towards gamers, and I appreciate you for being there. It's in the description below, available on ebook, print, and audio, and I definitely recommend just going through the whole series. It builds up so nicely, guys. Thank you so much for making this a huge success these last few months. I appreciate you for reading. So here, Tessa Kerr, is this a they, them? Editor. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, on X, not Blue Sky. Every time. So thank you, Tessa, for your service. I wrote this article on The Gamer as we talk about this. If you're as chronically online as I am, full stop. This is the problem with these alleged gaming journos. Every single time, they are just terminally online. They do not have lives. They don't do anything. They don't even play games. They just sit there on social media networks and pound that keyboard angrily about whatever topic of the day they're supposed to be mad about, whether it's the Ukraine or the Palestine or Kamala or whatever it is. That's all they do. And that's it. Chronically online. Full admission right here. We can stop. But we're not going to. You know the meme. And as I've been playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, I can't stop thinking about it. Huh? Wow. Yikes. Originating from a video skit where a woman refuses to laugh at a Four Seasons Orlando baby because there are worse things happening in the world, the phrase has largely been used as an anti-intellectual cudgel against any type of remotely sociological critical social media post. What the hell are they talking about? This doesn't even track. Dragon Age, you know the meme. Okay. Oh, okay. Woke. She's using the word woke, but she did. Here's the thing about these writers at the place like The Gamer. They don't actually she left out something very crucial, which is the word woke out of the first paragraph. So you don't know what she's talking about. She's talking about Dragon Age, and that's the thing. Okay. Just a little writing 101 for you, Tessa. It's been used to deem people party poopers for caring about things, mostly. No, it's not. It's because it's an extreme leftist ideology leaning into identity politics, which is cringy. That's what it is. So I can define it for you better, since you have no idea. I much prefer the way it's used by people who declare themselves a friend that's too woke. Because I am that friend that's too woke. Oh, yes. At least the gamer's admitting it at this point. I think it's intellectually lazy to complain about people having critical thinking being too woke because they say that your words or actions might be offensive. No, it's just annoying. And there's nothing critically thinking about it. You can't even define it. You can't even open a paragraph with decent writing. This isn't critical thinking. It's all emotional crap where I'm supposed to acknowledge that some dude in a dress is a female. And I'm not going to do that because it's a dude in a dress. That's it. I'm the friend who rolls their eyes when people talk about using ChatGPT to write their emails. The friend who boycotts brands out of solidarity. The friend who corrects people when they misgender someone. Oh my gosh, you sound fun at parties. Speaking of the parties up above, people pejoratively call me woke all the time, and I don't consider it a mark of shame. You should, at this point. The Veilguard, though, is woke in a bad way. Wait. This whole setup was there's no such thing as woke in a bad way. And There it is. It's terrified about being offensive that it erases everything interesting about Dragon Age. This is quite the hot take all of a sudden. Really, really funny. What does it mean to be too woke? There's something to be said about people who act entirely out of fear of being offensive and take themselves so seriously they scrub all nuance out of their interactions. This is highly subjective and personal thing, but I feel it's most accepted for who I am when my friends can joke about my intersectional identities. Oh my gosh, painful. Yeah, but if I made a crack about it, you'd try to get me fired, life ruined, etc. So some jokes are more equal than others, huh? And it just depends on who does it. And that's exactly why you guys are a bunch of hypocrites over in the left wing, because that's what happens, and that's why you've killed comedy in an aside here. It's funny when I send a picture of a woman with the caption saying she's so beautiful to the group chat, and I get a string of replies of the word gay. It's funny when my partner calls me knobby, a shorthand for non-binary. Oh my gosh. It's funny when I talk about being biracial or bisexual, my friends tell me to pick a side. That's the spirit of good comedy, good-spirited ribbing. Oh my gosh. This person needs to be back in their safe space, them's safe space, which is no longer America, I guess. Line up for processing for Project 2025. My friend at the gamer. It's a nuance that separates being socially conscious from being entirely self-serious, and that self-seriousness permeates through the Veilguard and makes it entirely flavorless. That's what we're saying, but the thing is that you're not recognizing is, even though you're saying this, you guys are so self-serious. This is why your tweet's protected, because you're scared of interacting with anybody who doesn't think the same way as you. You're scared of interacting with real gamers. You're scared that anybody who just does not just accept your little box of all your little like identity words that don't even mean anything, that you will like break down and cry and go crazy or something like that. So you relegate yourself to a little safe space. We know exactly what's happening here. It's the same thing as the Veilguard, and there is no difference. It's just ridiculous. But here it is. As they complain, every member of the Veilguard gets along too well. Yes, and they're all brown or black or non-binary or something. Every single one of them. The only villains are white people. Everyone is nice to each other, and disagreements are smoothed over. This is exactly what they were trying to do. They want to present this like loose coalition of just different identity groups as like a full coalition, so they try to propagandize that. It is propaganda, and you're actually admitting it, that it's happening. Your rook is just inoffensive, never says anything that could step on anyone's toes. Any dialogue you choose is going to be basically the same. Yeah, the game's terrible, like we said. Jokey responses are never sarcastic or mean-spirited. Aggressive responses are never hostile, just resolute. You can't pick fights with your companions. You can't even lose approval with them because of the way the game is designed. Yes! That is wokeness. That is exactly the thing. It's not real life. It's not interesting. It's not fun. It's not even a good game because there's no gamesmanship to it. It's just you follow a series of commands for your shitty cutscenes with terrible dialogues, and that's why everybody's mocking this game. It's absolutely true, and this is why gamers have solidly rejected it. Every faction is scrubbed of flaws. Well, of course, you can't have flaws if you're non-binary or a BIPOC person of color or a disabled person, because if you have flaws at that point, that's racist. And that's exactly what you guys have done. This is the end result of you, person who's writing this article, just nannying everybody into oblivion to where we can't have nice things anymore. This is the reason that these brands are getting destroyed in real time all the way around. The Anti-Van Crows have been long portrayed as morally gray faction. They're cutthroat and only care about coin. In Origins, the companion Zevran can be recruited after he fails to assassinate you. He reveals the guild is formed largely of child slaves, who were bought and then tortured and abused into becoming killers. In the Veilguard, the actions are never acknowledged or discussed. Of course not. And that's been the complaint of the entire game. They've destroyed the lore of everything just to make this little cookie-cutter woke nonsense. Well, it seems like this person's admitting it. Because now this entire thing is complaining that, yes, too woke absolutely does destroy and distill things and turn things into corporate schlock. This is what the gamers have been saying all along. And gosh, the thing is, there's no self-reflection here, because it's not the woke that's the problem. It's woke in the wrong ways. And this is exactly how they talk about communism. Real communism's never been tried. This is the exact same non-self-reflection that you get all the way through when you see communism fails every single time. wokeism fails every single time. They can't reflect and go, gosh, you know what? It's actually what I've been saying about things that has destroyed everything fun about video games, and the gamers were right. If the they, them just did that, I mean, my gosh, what a world we could live in at this point, to where it would maybe make games great again. Hilarious, this article right here, this whole admission that gamers were right about the Veilguard, that it's dying because of it, and it's too woke, but guess what? No self-reflection. Ugh. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Thank you, Tessa. Is it Tessa? Yeah. Hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure to grab my awesome series here that's not woke. You'll very much enjoy it. It's just a lot of fun on ebook, print, and audio. It's in the description below. Thank you guys for the support.